Hi, this is Susannah from the Good Property Company. We sourced over 200 deals in less than 5 years, and in the first 42 flips that I did, most by the way were joint ventures, they sold for £402,000 more than I even expected. So that was quite good. So we got market experience in the trenches to share with you, and I do that in this YouTube channel through playlists and videos. So remember to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on all the latest videos that are really going to help you succeed in property. I've also set up my website where you can find property education that's super easy to download. You get instant access, brilliant property education. So if you're interested in flipping, in developing, deal packaging, raising money, or getting started in property as a property investor, I'd suggest you hop on over there at some point. It's called thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk, and it's just instant access, brilliant high quality education for you. Right, this question comes up a lot, doesn't it? How to get past the 6-month rule when flipping. Well, first, why would you want to get around the 6-month rule? Let's consider that. Profit, and you will be flipping to make a cracking profit, is a function of both speed and price, isn't it? So if you flip one property a year with your deposit and you make 50 grand, great. But if you flip 2 properties a year, i.e. you go faster, and you make 100 grand, well, that easily illustrates why speed is important when you're flipping and why you want to be aware on how you're going to get around the 6-month rule. If you're new to flipping, I definitely find that people underestimate how much money you can make when flipping, even if it's in your first year, because flipping is an average 20% markup as standard. You're going to bring in around 50 grand profit, and the average house these days is just over 250,000. So the average flipper should be bringing in 50 grand per deal. So if you do 2 of them in a year, that's 100 grand, which I imagine for you will be really quite welcome to be moving up to the 6-figure income in your first year as a flipper. So let's get you moving in terms of speed. My friend Arthur has now flipped 3 deals for over 100 grand profit each. The last one was way over 200 grand net profit. So you can see why you're going to get into flipping, and you want speed to be part of it. Second question is, what is the 6-month rule? Well, first thing to know, it's not actually a rule, it's a convention. So it's a convention that some mortgage lenders won't lend on a property unless the current owner has owned it for more than 6 months. Some mortgage companies are more specific. They date it from the date when your name's on land registry. So it applies to both your buyer buying the house when you flip it, and also if you want to buy, refurb, refinance and rent out. So you are refinancing, you usually can't refinance for 6 months until you've owned a property and pull all your money back out. But that's another video and another reason for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So it really highlights that you need to be quite aware and quite quick of making sure that you're going to get your name on the land registry property straight away. Okay, so why does the 6-month rule exist? Well, if you're new to property, you may not know about the dreamy days, the long gone dreamy days when you could buy a property discounted, same day refinance. Did you even know that was a thing? Yes, it was. And then pull all of your cash back out because you took out a 1-day bridge. Doesn't even exist now. You buy the property at a discounted price, same day refinance at the actual genuine higher market value. For great discounted deals, that was heaven. And just in case you're asking, did I do that? No. Sadly, I got into property about 6 months after this was all discontinued because of the recession 2008-2009. Because you can imagine an amazing money lending mechanism like that was somewhat open to abuse, plus the 2008 credit crunch hit. So a lot of banks got hit with crappy assets on their books. So the 6-month rule was one of the conventions that emerged to protect banks. If you're flipping, let's now talk about how to get around the 6-month rule. First, do the steady bits. Get your name on the land registry. I've had lawyers be really slow at this in the past, so always make sure it's one of your things to check, and that you don't just assume that they've put your name on land registry. You actually literally get them to confirm and check and get the land registry extract. Second, understand it's not a rule, it's just a convention. Some banks abide by it religiously, so there is no point if you're flipping, you're the person that's buying the house getting a mortgage from those people, because they won't be able to buy your house. So let your buyer, your buyer's solicitor, and most importantly, your buyer's independent financial advisor, their mortgage broker basically, know the date you bought the property, and that they need to find a mortgage for their client that doesn't blanket ban the 6-month rule. because they can find a different mortgage if they want the property. This is one of many reasons, as well as saving you a ton of money, I actually like you selling directly to your buyer and not selling through an estate agent, because you get to communicate directly with the buyer and the buyer's solicitors, and you can ask permission to get to communicate directly with the buyer's financial advisor. Plus, let's just say you're selling 1.5% and selling a 300 grand house. With estate agents, they would then charge you £4,500. I like you to use things like iamtheagent.com, where you can use it for £99. So this video has just saved you £4,401. And we haven't even started making you 50 to 100 grand per deal flipping money. So what actually happens if it's not a rule? Well, what actually happens is the buyer's mortgage company will write to you as the seller. I've had loads of these letters. They often send you a form. It's extremely lengthy, and it's all about the mortgage lender probing the deal. Basically, are you doing anything super dodgy like money laundering or just mortgage tomfoolery? Now, the answer is you're not. You're not messing around. You actually bona fide bought a cracking deal. You renovated it. You're now selling it for a profit. You've got photos before. You've got photos afterwards. You've got builders' invoices. So you can legitimately say, I got lucky. I found it discounted. I've done a brilliant refurb on it, and now it's worth this much, and I can evidence to you that it's worth this much, and this is what I got lucky buying it cheap, but I've also done a great renovation. So you're not messing around, you're not doing anything naughty, and you can evidence that on the form. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your money moving super fast and get that buyer buying super fast for you to get round the 6-month rule to be able to bring money into your business. Guess what? To be able to go again. So the form is going to ask things like, are you related to the buyer? No. How did you buy it cheap? I got very lucky. Why are you selling it for more than you bought it for? Well, I had the good fortune to buy it cheap and I did a great refurb on it, so it's worth the price I'm asking for it. They're basically probing for mortgage fraud, and I think that's totally legitimate from a bank's point of view. You are straight up and selling a great deal, and you don't mind answering questions, and you've got the photos before, the photos afters, and the builder's invoice. You can prove you've done a nice refurb. I find it very useful sending them information to show you the genuine article. So there you have it. Doesn't sound so tricky now, doesn't it? It's just another, what I call pub talk to get past, a little hurdle. The 6-month rule debunked to remove another obstacle for you. It's making 6-figure income flipping property. So remember, subscribe to the channel because you'll not miss out on any of the good quality videos I send you. And also have a good look at my website, thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk, because I've got really high quality education that you can access straight away. And it'd be lovely to see you really succeeding in property. I'm going to put a really nice free thing for you to download now, whether it's a checklist or 101 lessons. So hang on to that, download that, and then keep enjoying the videos and learning more about property. And most importantly, absolutely good luck to you. I hope that vid was really useful to you. I got more free stuff that's going to be super useful to you. I got free downloads. This one over here is the buy to sell posing kit. Download it, checklist it, make sure you've got everything you need for buy to sell.